Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be building the Lego Ninjago Legacy set 71700, which is the Jungle Raider, which is this set here. This set here is also, I think it's possibly going end of line because it's been reduced in Sainsbury's and Argos, which pretty much are owned by the same company these days. So if you can get hold of these sets, you're very lucky. Does seem to be a supply issue with Argos at the moment, with Argos and Sainsbury's. They've got lots of good Lego deals, but actually finding a store where you can pick them up does seem to be quite tricky. So we'll get on with this set first. I do quite like this set because on the pictures it's got like a roll cage, which can also be laser cannons as well. So we'll open up the bags. We have 1, 2. The box down over here. I'm not sure which figure it comes with, but start off by opening the bags. Over there. There are Ninjago figure. He has a face mask, so probably not for coronavirus, but still quite a handy thing to have, especially if you want to make the figures. Bear with me, I'm just trying to find the face mask. I did see it earlier. As I always say, I think my eyesight's starting to fail me a bit, so do bear with me, it's in here somewhere. Where are you? There we go. There we go, I found it. He does come with 2 faces. We'll put his happier face on. Turn this around, I think, because I think that goes this way. There we go. Can't see his happy face now. So this is the figure. Some nice detailing on the figure. There's the front. There's the back. Look at the legs. Got some nice detailing on as well. Always nice to get a decent figure. So there we go. He has a scimitar sword, or what looks like an Arabian type, more of an Arabian type of sword. So there we go. We'll stick him there. We'll start building his buggy now, because I do quite like this set. So still never really got into Ninjago as a theme, or like for the cartoon or anything like that. But some of the sets are quite well designed. So we'll see how many mistakes I make while I'm talking, because that's usually what happens. There we go, that's what we have so far. Put some lights on the front. These are the wrong ones. Always got to be careful with the colours you put on the front, because sometimes the colour printer Lego uses are very different. Always look a bit different from the actual colour you're supposed to put on there. So I'll show you this in a minute. Here we go. We have the chassis. This is the chassis for the buggy, or the Jungle Raider. So I think it's quite a cool build. It does look quite cool in the pictures, so. Stick that on the back there. Now we've got a couple more bits to go on the side here. That's what we have so far. A couple more bits to go on the back. One of those, and where's the other one? Put the wheels over here for the time being. My eyesight is starting to fail me a bit on this. I'm getting Lego blindness. I think I've been looking at too much Lego. One more bit to go on top here. This is what we have so far for it. Back, front, I think. So there we go. Got some other bits to put on here. One of these. Nice Technic Lego stuff. Always good on these sets. This bit goes on here. This bit goes on the side. That's what we have for that. So there we go. Just show you that. Go on to the next bit, which is the other side. So one of these. This bit goes on here. There's a bit go in a bit by the looks of it. Happy days. Sometimes I don't read the instructions. There we go, that's what we have got so far. So there's lots of concentration on the back of it. So one bit goes across here. Now we've got to build like a vent, like an exhaust vent at the back. There we go. Put some bits on the side. These will be for the side panels. This always reminds me of those of the speed races that they do, the Lego series speed races. Some of them are. I picked up some of the bigger ones as well. I think I've got the Ferrari and the Nissan coming up at some point, so I'm saving those for a day when I've got a bit more time, because they are complex builds. So that's what we have so far. Just show you the whole thing. Turn it over, back, front. It's looking good. got a printed control panel, which is nice. Just try and show you that. I don't know if you can see that. It does look really cool, and it's been printed as well. So no, I haven't seen any stickers with this set so far, which is a good omen, because I do. As anyone who watches my videos will know, I have. It's fair to say I have issues. I have issues with the stickers. So I think they're using these bits here to actually get out putting the steering wheel in, but I do like the printed control panels, because if ever you get to a point where you're gonna do your own builds, they can be quite handy as well. So, but they're always handy for me because they suit my style of building. So. This is what we have so far. Control panels in there, which is quite nice. Now we've got to put the front bit on. Aha. I was wrong. It's one of those moments where I don't like to be wrong, but there are stickers. So you do have the option at laugh at me putting the stickers on. So. Which is all fine though, so that goes on there, that goes on there. And we put the dragon logo on the front of this, which does make it look quite cool. There we go. We have the dragon logo on there. So got to put some more bricks on here. There we go. That's what we have so far. It's looking good. Now we put the spotlights on it. One of these, it's got two spotlights, which are these bits here. You'll see them in a minute once I put them on. There we go. It's quite nice. Green. I don't know why they've got green headlights on it, but unless they're like for maybe infrared or something like that, but I'm quite sure if you watch the cartoon or anything, you probably would know. But like I said before, I've never really watched the Ninjago cartoon, so that we've got as far as we're going on this bit here, that's what we got so far. It is looking quite cool. We'll stick that there for a minute. We'll start building the next bit of it. So we've got two bits go on here. One of these, two of this is the bit where I find out I put the wrong brick on at some point. I think I've done it the wrong way around. Yes, I have. Happy days. This is what happens when you talk and don't read the instructions. This bit goes on here like so. That's what we should have. This is what we have so far for this bit. frame on there. And we put a couple of bits on here. A spoiler of sorts on here. This is where I found out I've done something the wrong way round, but we'll see what it looks like when it's done. And we put a sword on here. This set does come with a lot, does seem to come with a lot of swords, so never a bad thing really. This bit goes on the back here like so. These bits can go up a bit. I probably will eventually, but that's what we have so far for the buggy, or the Jungle Raider. It's looking really good. These bits go on here. We're developing the shape, it's developing the bodywork on it now. Got to turn this over. Got to put one axle on the front and one circular round bit on here, like so. Now we've got to do some other building bits, so this is what we have so far for it. It is starting to look really good, so one of these, one of these, one of these on the front, and sticker number 1. Bear with me. This sticker bit goes on the side here. That creates the side bit there, which is quite nice. And I don't think now we've got to build another bit here. So nice Technic Lego building again. Moving parts, always good. This looks like the rear axle part, so let me put it on the right side. This looks like the rear suspension. We've got some rubbery bits here. I've never seen these before. I'm not sure what else they've probably been used in something else at some point, so I think that's there to keep the suspension in. As you can see the movement is restricted by that bit there, so now we've got to do the other side. That's what we have so far. As you can see, it's slightly at a wonk when you put it like that, because we haven't done both sides yet, so now we put the sticker on here. That bit goes on there like so, so that's that side done. Have to build another one of these, so Technic Lego building, which is always good. Stick that on there. One of these little rubber bits goes on here. These are quite interesting. Instead of being made of plastic, they're made of rubber, so you've got some flexibility with them as well. I suppose it does save on the elastic bands. The elastic band's always a bad idea with Lego, because the elastic bands perish eventually, and then you've got to pull your whole model apart to do it. I've got a few Star Wars droids and stuff like that, and when you can with moving bits on, because they've got an elastic band on them. The elastic band snaps over years, and then you've got to pull the model apart to actually to get it all back together again. So that's just me sort of moaning about having to do a bit of extra work. So please bear with me. But it looks like Lego are trying to address that problem now, because they probably make some money off selling elastic bands, but well, the safest thing to do, if you're putting your models in with maybe elastic bands for movement, just take them off, because that way when they're not being stretched, they last longer. So, but rubber perishes over time anyway. So we now we put the roll cage / lasers, depending on what I think they do make quite cool lasers, like blasters, but with it being Ninjago, they're probably not used for that, so it's probably just a roll cage. So, but if I was having a model, I would have the blasters. So that's just me though. So now we've got to put the wheels on. The wheels are marked up according to size as well, which is quite nice. We want doesn't matter which way they go on, which is nice. That's even better. So push the big wheels on first. And we have the outside bits on there. So we've done them. So that's the right way for them. Well, that's the right way according to the instructions. When it comes to Lego, there is technically no right way of doing it. Unless you're dealing with technical Lego with moving bits. If the bit doesn't move, it just becomes pointless. Do the smaller wheels now. These go straight on. Now we've got to decorate this with swords now, apparently. It has 4 katanas on it, so just in case, put these on here. Has to be said, this bit is quite cool. So I'm not, like I said, not having watched the cartoon, I wouldn't know what these are all for, but I just think it looks good. So if it looks good and it builds well, it is all good. Hang on, one more sword to go in there. You should put these on a bit sooner, in my opinion, because they're a bit fiddly once you get everything else in there. There's the roll cage. What we'll do, we'll stick. The only thing where I can see where they've really gone wrong, he's got nowhere to put his scimitar sword, which is a bit of a letdown. But so it's not the end of the world, but. So he's got his scimitar sword there. He's got check the builds right. Yeah, this is the one where people have done their own builds. Got some interesting they got another Ninjago mech there. I think it looks alright, but I possibly, unless I get it the right, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy that one, because much as it does look cool, it's not that cool. So this is what we got for these buggy. It does look quite cool. Roll cage / lasers go down there. They can be like lasers like that. It's got swords all over it, and it's got a rather good suspension system as well. I do think when you're not using it or not playing with it, over time these will perish. I think it's another, looking at it now, it's probably another way for Lego to actually make money off Lego or Bricklink to make money. But if it actually creates some good, if it creates some good movement like that, it's all good. So if you drop it like that, it bounces. Real suspension. It does look like a proper off-road buggy as well. So overall, quite a nice build. Well done, Lego. It's going end of line at the moment. So Sainsbury's and Argos are selling it off cheap to get rid of it. So if you haven't got it, I would recommend it. It is quite cool. It's got a nice figure with it. Some nice detailing on it. Lots of swords. What more could you possibly want? So there we go. Right. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. I normally get back to I normally try to get back to people within about a week or so. So again, thank you for watching. I would like to thank my regular subscribers on YouTube and Instagram who follow my videos and watch them regularly. Blocky Talkie, Jerry Builds Bricks, Captain Redbeard, Toy Galaxies also. I'm not sure if they follow me, but they also do good videos on stuff like, it's not so much a Lego, but for other toys and stuff like that. I normally end up watching some of their videos at some point. So they are quite good if you like this sort of thing. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, keep building, and I hope very much to see you in my next video. Thank you very much.